Welcome back to Doom Eternal. We're gonna eat Mike Tyson's ass today.
God damn it!
I'm allowed a dumb intro every now and again. Link in the description to what the fuck I'm talking about.
Okay, but that's your responsibility.
Yep, I'll do it.
I could give you the video with more of them.
Anyway, we're switching back to the regular super shotgun. There's also a bloody skin that you can unlock for it. That one's probably my favorite. But again, we're keeping it pure here, except for the...
Except for you-know-what.
Yeah.
I think I preferred the other skin. It had more life to it.
It did. I really like that skin. It's just again, to my knowledge, I wanted to keep everything the standard skin for the most part. Just because, like, for like, quote, official playthroughs or whatever, like my first playthrough or a Let's Play, I like to do that.
Sorry, what's the sound of one arm jacking off?
Yes. But again, this one, it looks like the color is too perfect. I prefer this one greatly. I wish this one was the default.
I thought that said, kill the priest's garden. Well, you're just being a dick now.
Just flame belch the whole garden.
Ah, it's just rude.
Slayer, drop the base, or drop the...
I appreciate, look at all these harsh angles. Fucking brutalist architecture is fascinating.
Yeah, you trip and you're losing your eyeball. Oh, I hate my life. Oh, hi. I'm trying to get off, sir.
Let me take your coat.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Let me take your coat. What did you think I said?
Oh, okay, that's not what I heard. Sorry, I just heard the sentences, hey, this is where I get off, and then let me get your cum.
No, that's not what I said.
I know it's not what you said, but that's what I fucking heard.
I mean, with the intro to this video, anything can happen. Alright, this room has a lot to explore before we move on, so... Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to punch it this time.
That's fucked up.
I don't feel.
Oh, thank God.
Man, the microwave beam would be so cool if it didn't suck so much.
True. Same, and the micro missiles would be so good if the scope wasn't so good.
Oh, the poor robot has congestion.
Ugh.
And over here, all the way at the beginning, there's a Praetor token. Hello, sir. Ow.
Ah, you fucked him up.
I'm sorry. I don't mean it. I'm punching everybody I love today.
Well, then just don't love anyone.
Ah. You see, that's the second time in 2 videos I've done that. It's because, like, there's an upgrade you can get for the Praetor suit using Praetor tokens that decreases the amount of time that it takes for your dash to refill. And I'm not used to having that. You need to, like, be on flat ground for, like, a good half a second before it'll totally refill. So I just kind of get ahead of myself. Pinky! Their front is a lot more armored in this game, but something I don't take advantage of too much right off the bat is Pinkies can be immediately killed with Blood Punch. It punches through their armor and they die right away.
That guy just rocket a little bit.
A little bit. The Heat Blast is a very good way of taking out weak spots as well, especially for the Revenant since they're so close to each other. Just gotta aim right. Oh.
That was comical, just right at him with the face of, ah!
I love the way he just looks over his shoulder as you're fucking viciously mauling him with a chainsaw.
Yeah, I don't even know if you'd be able to move your jaw that way if you're getting your spine torn in half in such a way. Oops, I accidentally used a micro missile. Silly me. Ah, I get what I deserve. Damn, I'm really eating the ass in this one. Like...
Well, you know.
I did not mean to do that, but I guess I just have it on the mind. But anyway, again, I am still about another level away from getting my full mojo in this game back.
I mean, part of it's also you're just used to a full kit and you don't have that.
Yeah, exactly. Even more so than in Doom 2016, you get used to, by the time you beat the game, you get very used to having everything, and when it's taken away from you, you're like, ah, like that.
Whoa.
You
You just made art.
Yeah, I'm a genius.
Ooh.
Something that someone in the comments mentioned and I noticed happened a second ago. You can actually harm enemies by dashing into them. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but it does more than your punch. So if you're low on ammo, you can just repeatedly ram into them. I don't know what it is about the rocket launcher in this game. I'm not sure I like it as much as the Doom 2016 one. I don't like how it looks. I don't like the big old hole in it.
I was gonna say, the actual way it fires is a fuckload showier than 2016's.
It is. I think it might be too busy for me or something.
It's super flashy. Like, especially the way it just, how over the top the tracking on the rockets is and everything. Like, I can understand.
That last time you used the meat hook made me really hopeful that there's something where you latch onto a zombie or some other demon and they just drag you around and it's a vehicle section.
Oh, that seems like something this game would do, but unfortunately not. I would love that.
Like the sand seals in Breath of the Wild.
That'd be incredible. Maybe Doom 2016 3.
I'm glad that your first thought was the sand seals, because all I thought was water skiing, because apparently I'm boring.
It's kind of the same thing.
It is the same thing!
But I think you will be impressed.
My ass.
My nuclear toots shall kill you.
Oh, this fucker.
This... I'm mixed on this, because you see this thing getting built throughout the level, and that's kind of interesting, but at the same time, it spoils what it is. That is the Doom Hunter. That is the final boss of this level.
I fucking hate it.
Kind of a Terminator 2 looking dude.
Yeah, it's very electronic. Very mechanic.
I'll talk more when we get to it.
Yeah. There'll be plenty of time to talk about the Doom Hunter. But that's why this level's called the Doom Hunter base, because it's where the Doom Hunter is being built.
And apparently he died.
God, the fucking music in this level. Jesus.
These coffins will fall after a few seconds of you grabbing onto them. So you gotta be quick.
Goddamn garbage rocket coffins. It's just combining the best of both worlds. A coffin and a sky burial.
I like in this game how more often you'll just have enemies wandering around, like, connecting areas. In Doom 2016, it feels like you only fought during fights. In this game, you're kind of just fighting little bits, like, the whole time. Oh!
Okay, wow. Later, dude.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. Oh, I was hoping he'd ram his head into the wall like that one Pinky in Doom 2016.
Pinky's not all there, is he?
No, he's having some trouble, but so am I, to be fair. There you go. There's an example of the blood punch just killing him instantly.
You did weaken him a little bit.
Yeah. Eventually you'll see me one-shot him.
And then you'll see. You'll all see.
Back to your featured presentation, I guess.
Intermission. Okay, we're done.
I don't know, like, I always felt the platforming is a decent way to break up the combat, so it's not just constant fighting.
Yeah, that's why they added it, apparently, according to an interview. Was that because some people said Doom 2016 was too repetitive? Oh, fuck this guy. Much like myself, the carcass, is an irritating fat dude.
Fucking mood.
All he does is create shields, like, that pop off throughout the area, and his sole purpose is to block your rockets. God, it's so pointless and annoying. I hate the carcass. I really wish he didn't exist.
He's a new enemy that is, like, intensely tedious to deal with.
Yeah.
Because it's not like he just puts the shields very close to him. No, he fucking throws that shit out.
Yeah.
It's awful.
He's the unfortunate case where this enemy exists only to be a nuisance. Like, he's a troll enemy.
He exists because they had a problem with one specific mechanic and kind of just decided to go with a really weird way of dealing with it.
This is the very difficult way to get the Lost Soul toy.
That's a good toy, though. I want that toy.
Definitely a kid's choking hazard.
100%, but you know what? That little fucker can choke as long as I get his toy.
You'll retrieve it once he's dead.
I will fucking dig it out of his throat when he's finally fucking dead.
This is like taking Doom toys from a baby.
Which is fine by me.
There's someone in the background fucking dialing the cops.
I'm in space.
You definitely need punch and reave if you have the same problem with me as me, where you blood punch by mistake instead of glory kill often, because now blood punches drop health like a glory kill, so it's pretty much a direct replacement at this point.
Sorry, I just like that fucking slip if you have problems with me, and I was like, yeah, what if I do?
Around this big tube.
That's it. I do like all the movement here. It is like a whole factory thing. It makes it feel a lot more dynamic than if it was just like a bunch of static environments.
Yeah, you kind of see a bunch of stuff working. You don't know what they do, but I mean, who really gives much of a toot?
Just things are happening.
Yeah.
It's also like a better justification for all the platforming weirdness.
What you did to that imp was like, oh, I'm sorry I hit you. Here, I'll cauterize the wound. I lied!
What if we just, like, started torturing these demons in more petty ways like that? Just lying to them.
You know, not gonna get into it.
Just Bugs Bunny them. Set up a stand, put on a mustache, step right up and hit him with a pie or something.
Yeah, what's up, Doom?
Ooh, lasers.
Gotta time it just right. So I skipped a step. I thought this was the next step. It isn't.
Yeah, jump at that glass, motherfucker. See what happens.
You're supposed to go from the lower one to the higher one up to this place where the Mancubus is. But, I got a little confused. The Mancubus gave up once he lost his cannon. Oh, well, I'm in trouble now. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh. I don't even know what exploded there.
That was mostly the super shotgun. Oh, look at that fucking shield.
Yeah, I know. You could just tell that... Like, I feel like you guys might be getting annoyed by this thing just watching it.
I have played this game. Those fuckers are just intensely tedious to deal with.
I can assure you, Jacob, I barely understand what's happening.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, he pops shields all over the place, and they just get in your way.
They exist solely to be a dick.
I think I understood that now that you've said it, yeah.
And, like, as much praise I can give this game, I think that's just poor design. Just creating an enemy to get in your way in the most inoffensive way.
I appreciate that a good chunk of this level is you creating this thing built to fuck you over.
Exactly, like, you activate all this. What's gonna happen if you don't?
You won't get through the fucking area.
There's a thing like that in the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't know if it's in the original, but one of the first big bosses, as you go through the level, you can decide which parts of it you can take out, or if you want to add more stuff to it if you want a harder fight.
Ooh, that is not in the original. I haven't played all of Final Fantasy VII, but I have played all that the remake covers.
I've only seen the remake. I never actually went through the original game. Ooh.
That cheat code makes it so that you stagger enemies with a single shot. Makes it basically a one-hit kill. That question mark, I'm not going to get in this run. I'm going to fast travel at the end to come back for it. I'm just, like, stumped on it for some reason. So I'm just going to move on.
It's test score rules.
Yeah.
Just gonna run up to it and stare at it, I guess.
Yeah, that wasn't very graceful, was it? Jesus Christ. See, cacodemons are no joke.
Yeah, unless they are.
Unless they are a joke, then they're a joke, until they're not a joke.
What does that mean?
Fuck. Let's gather all the goodies around here, then move on over here to the Leafed. No, I really didn't need that refill. Hi, buds.
Oh, look at all the friends. Oh no, oh Jesus. Oh no, why would you do this?
I needed armor.
That guy was just styling on you. Oh God.
How could he be styling? He ain't wearing no clothes.
Different kinds of style.
Naturists have their own style, I'm sure. Style comes from more than just clothes.
Yeah, they're completely naked, but they're calling it fashion. Oh yeah, you didn't think there'd be a Miley Cyrus reference in this LP?
And I wouldn't have known it was until you said something.
Her new album's actually really good. If you like pop rock, I recommend it.
Okay. God, it just reminds me of how we were watching fucking... Me and some friends were watching Mulholland Drive this past weekend. It was really good because we all got incredibly angry when we saw Billy Ray Cyrus in it.
Yeah, that's the natural reaction.
He was the pool boy fucking some dude's wife.
Oh, I've seen that scene.
It's so weird. That movie's strange though.
You get David Lynch.
Yeah, it's a fucking... I loved it because it made so much sense, and then I complained, wait, this makes too much sense, and then it stopped making sense.
It is you who are responsible for your people's suffering.
What does that even mean?
They're trying to guilt trip you in very vague ways.
I appreciate your ammo. Which is 690.
Well, I didn't notice.
It was very nice.
What position is that?
That's when you just have someone watching.
I was thinking 69 on a jelly bean.
It's just taking into account the bed.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's pleasant.
The Zero is God watching you be full of sin.
From underneath you.
Exactly.
He's just got a magnifying glass under the bed. I see you up there. Oh. I was out of ammo, but I can still meat hook. So I just kind of bumped into him. Punch? Nope.
Ah.
Every time, you gotta take bets on whether or not I punch. It's like, it's a good 50-50.
That's why he gives you the coin, because you didn't punch him. You didn't need to bully him. So now you can buy a Dr. Pepper.
It's a good 50-50, but the coin is always heads.
Here's the proper introduction to the Prowler, and there it goes. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, fuck that guy in particular, I guess.
It's so weak. Like, why can't I chainsaw it with one chainsaw like every other weak enemy?
Because it has an actual fucking kit.
I don't give a hoot. It's tiny. Make it like an extra 2 feet tall and I'll understand it.
Jacob will only respect people taller than him. This is how this works, folks.
That's why I will always die when I play Resident Evil 8.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
They came out and confirmed she is 9'6" because the internet is so fucking thirsty for her, but we're drawing her wrong. An official statement came out just going, yeah, we appreciate your thirst, but also she's 9'6", everyone. Just remember that.
You guys drawing her too tall? Oh, you've been drawing her too short.
They're not drawing her tall enough.
Attractive, ain't she? She's gonna die sooner. I wish she's a vampire, so damn it, she's beat the system.
Well, don't worry, she's gonna turn into some kind of disastrous monster, and people will still. Oh fuck! No, no. Sorry, I was thinking about Lady Dimitrescu or whatever, however you pronounce it. I got it totally wrong. Someone in the comments will tell me how to pronounce it.
Dimitrescu.
This is me asking.
The real monstrosity is buying clothes in that size, am I right?
She has to have a tailor made. Her daughters probably do it.
She gotta. Except that was 9'6" with the hat and heels, so she's a little bit shorter.
Yeah, she's probably not 9 feet tall. If those heels are particularly huge.
But even still, I'm 6 foot and trying to find shit in my size is an endeavor in hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're pretty long, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, lanky probably doesn't help. Yeah, I'm just fucking... I have my own personal hell being 6'5", but also being broad-shouldered.
Oh, no. Oh, goodness.
God!
I start losing less lives soon, I promise. Not completely. I will not say I will not lose a single extra life, but... I'm getting there. I'm still getting used to it.
Does it hurt to touch the red thing to your left?
Yep. You gotta be very careful here. I'll take that.
It's like he lifted his jaw to make it easier for you.
Just a little off the chin, thanks. God, the fucking track in this level...
I mean, that's actually very industrial.
Yeah. The whole Doom soundtrack's always been pretty industrial sounding.
Well, like 2016 on.
I don't know what I'm doing, but now I'm back here. So in order to get back, I need to get back now, and I have to shoot that. I missed that switch you gotta shoot.
Yeah, some of the checkpointing with the platforming is super weird.
I'm dead, but I'll grab it anyway.
I'm dead and rusty.
It's nearing completion. That door's open now. And I'll always remember this secret, because it took me a while to find. There.
Yup.
And inside, a Hell Knight.
Yeah!
Yeah. Hell no.
Yeah!
Alright. Gotta go back to that other secret that I said I missed. Wait, no, we haven't activated fast travel yet. Gotta walk a few more feet first.
Welcome, Slayer.
Hi. I'll be right back, okay?
Look at Slayer, what the fuck?
Just goes on his entire speech after you're already gone trying to get shit.
Ugh, I practiced that all night. I know the second time I try it, I'm going to mess up. I know it.
Why do we completely cover our eyes with our helmets?
Alright, this time I'll figure it out. First, you gotta zip-zop up here. Yump this way. Plump that way. Then you gotta somehow get in there. Which you do by clumping on over here and through this window. Now you climb this side of the wall, which leads down through here into this hole, which leads you to the secret.
Y'all, don't you just hate it when your Doomslayer clumps? Ah, fuck that.
You're not just finding Doom music, you're finding music throughout all of id's history. You'll find Commander Key music, you'll find Wolfenstein music, Quake music. It's all kinds of music.
Quake music actually sounds pretty rad, though.
Mostly Doom music, though, obviously.
Cowards.
I went the wrong way. No, wait, no, I'm not. I'm good. Brother? Me? The gears are turning. Letting out my aggression. Here we go. I'm just making sure I got everything, because I don't want to play this level again. I never had to replay any levels, thankfully. Alright. Now we can get started on the mastery for the super shotgun. It's just kill 50 demons while using the meat hook. It takes a little while, but it's not too... It's something you're doing anyway. It's not something you have to change up your playstyle, unless for some reason you don't like using the super shotgun.
Which, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, at that point, why are you playing this game?
Some quick meat.
I thought you would appreciate the century I chose. The great Argadon hunters from the Telos realm, though long thought to be extinct, created to hunt only the Slayer and his Night Sentinels during the Unholy Crusades. Some improvements on their design have been made. Enjoy what is undoubtedly my finest work.
Continuing the great tradition of cybernetic enemies, we got ourselves the Doom Hunter, finally. Big tank bitch. Alright, so that glowing bit around him, that is a shield. In order to disable the shield, you're going to want to shoot it with your plasma rifle. Once it's disabled, it'll stay down for a few seconds, at which point it'll be more vulnerable to damage. Your main goal is going to be to destroy the sled underneath it, so that it's just the floating torso. Well, which, of course, you can only destroy once you take down the shield. The shield is also weak to blood punches, much like Pinky's, so a blood punch will take it down right away. And then I highly recommend using your lock-on to do maximum damage to it while it's vulnerable.
I see the little 2 yellow bars. Does he have multiple health bars?
Yes. The first health bar will be for the sled, and then once it's removed from the sled, you'll get another health bar for the rest of them. If you hear him say, critical damage, I'm going to say that again. If you hear him say critical damage, that means the sled's been destroyed. Now, once the sled's down, you can fully just shoot him with whatever you want.
Now, I like that. I like that the multiple health bars are actually like phases of the fight.
Yeah.
There's one game that's on the tip of my brain, I can't remember which one, where it actually might be a Fire Emblem Three Houses, actually, where a lot of the enemies have multiple health bars, but they're just exactly the same. They just have a shit ton of health.
Yeah, but there's still the mechanics of that as well. I won't get too far into it because I don't remember exactly how it worked. But yeah, you're right. It does have different phases, which is nice. It makes the health bars have more of an obvious purpose, at least.
Yeah, I mean, in that one you had to worry about the shield as well, so...
There we go.
Rude.
Alright, Doom Hunter down. Good news, right? Let's jump in this cloud hole. Oh god, now there's two of them. So I will say, Doom Eternal, something I appreciate, is it does continue the tradition of Doom 1 and 2, where the bosses aren't just bosses. This is not going to be the last we see of the Doom Hunter. They are going to end up being a higher-ranked enemy later down the line. And that's something I appreciate. I know I'm not sure you feel the same way about that, Thorn, but I like that a lot.
I guess it depends on how they're implemented.
They're exactly the same, and I fucking hate it.
They are the same, but that means they are equally as difficult each time you fight them. It's not like it's going to be a weaker version of the Doom Hunter. You just won't get their health bar, so it's a little bit harder to tell where you are in the fight later.
If they're fun to fight, then fine, I guess.
I hated fighting them.
I think they're fun enough.
I find them just very tedious to deal with. I don't like having to constantly swap out shit just to fucking deal with them alone while also trying to deal with other shit and on top of the two phases. For what becomes a normal enemy.
I understand that.
Like, I would dislike it less if it stayed a boss fight, but the fact that it becomes a normal enemy is what really annoys me about it. You know what, though? Not the worst case of that in this game.
Nah. I mean, I don't love fighting the Doom Hunter. God damn. It's not like, oh boy, I get to fight a Doom Hunter now. I'm just like, alright, time to take out a Doom Hunter along with a whole bunch of other shit.
With the way that it was being hyped up in the level, it feels like it's making it less special.
Especially because you fight 3 at once.
That's also fair.
Well, 2 at once, but also after one other.
That's actually a good point, yeah.
Noble conquest, perhaps in return for my...
Nah.
Okay. Later, buddy. Yeah, have a good one.
I love how important but weak these guys are.
Ah, man.
Now the Blood Punch is more powerful. You do get certain upgrades for defeating bosses as well.
It's not just the blood punch.
No, you upgrade other things as well, I believe. Mostly the Blood Punch, though, I will say.
I thought that would have been a cool element where specifically killing the Hell Priest is where you get the blood punch power from.
I guess. It is most, like, there are 3 or 4 bosses. Out of that, most of the upgrades you get just for fighting bosses are the Blood Punch. So, yeah. Might be all of them, come to think of it.
The priests themselves are mostly just like leadership positions and exist to sustain the incursion from hell.
Yeah. I just like how the bosses are things they make, and it's not like them transforming into a giant monster or something. I think that's a good twist. Once you beat their creation, they're incredibly, like, cowardly and weak.
It would also explain why they have all these sorts of weird cyberized demons to begin with. It's a good way of going about it.
Yeah.
Also, this game definitely does a lot more with cyberized demons, and I actually really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Got the Doom Hunter. You've got even, like, the Whiplash, which has a lot of cybernetics in it as well.
Yeah, I mean, but there'll be enemies that we get later that are cyberized versions of older enemies, and it's actually really rad.
It's better than the Cyber Mancubus. Just give it armor and say, okay.
Just make it take more chainsaw to kill, too.
So that's the second Hell Priest down. Next time we are going to return briefly to the Fortress of Doom, explore it a little bit, and then move on and hopefully find the third and final Hell Priest.
Rest in priest.